Can July fulfill the prophecy of movies being so back? I'm pretty hopeful. Welcome back to Movies Are So Back, the YouTube movie review channel where I, Ethan Simmie, ask the question, are movies so back? Today I've got a brand new video format where I am going to embark on a quest unlike anything else. I'm going to be attempting to predict the future of movies, that is, the future of summer movies, more specifically, and most specifically of all, what July looks like for movies, because I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm worried. I'm a little bit worried. Can July prove to be a good movie month? Hell, can July prove to be a great movie month even? A movie month in which we can officially say that movies are so back? I don't know, but I'm here to find out. I've got 10 movies that are coming out in July, from small original stories to absolute box office behemoths that are going to help determine if movies are so back in July. So at the end of this video, I could be one happy camper. I could also be full of doom and gloom. I have zero idea where we're going to end up, but we're going to end up there together. We're going to embark on this journey, this little game together, because I can't handle movies being so over alone.
Okay, I can't do this alone. If I do it alone, I'm dead. Please.
I can't do it alone, and I won't. I refuse. I need to bring other people down with me. So I appreciate you joining me on this journey. First up, Despicable Me 4, releasing on July 3rd. It's so over, guys. It's so over. I don't know what else to tell you. It is the 4th Despicable Me movie, and there's like already 800,000 Minion movies. I just like, that's my contribution to that franchise. That's my contribution to society right now. We're cooked. It's over. It's done. Call it a day. Wrap it up. Movies were fun. We're not there anymore. Number 2, MaXXXine, releasing on July 5th. Movies are so back. I know what you're gonna say. Ethan, this is also part of a franchise. Isn't that like the very thing that you were just against? And I'll say yes. Yes, it was, but guess what? This is a good franchise. This is a good franchise. I am loud and proud in my Despicable Me slander. I will stand by that. I have not seen one of those films, and I never, ever will. But MaXXXine, on the other hand, has got the juice. We've got it going on. Mia Goth, Michelle Monaghan, Elizabeth Debicki, Giancarlo Esposito, Kevin Bacon, Halsey. I could keep going. It is the 3rd movie in the X trilogy from Ty West, the horror trilogy for A24, and it's an 80s killer thriller. Like, it looks excellent. I'm very, very excited about it. I did a trailer reaction for it a couple of weeks ago here on the channel, and I had a great time with the second trailer. I hope that the movie sticks the landing, because I'm genuinely excited that this could usher in a new era of movies being so back. Number 3, Longlegs on July 12th. We are so back. We're so back. From director Oz Perkins comes a brand new hyper horror movie. Like, I am so scared just watching the trailers to this film. Nicolas Cage is apparently playing a very deranged killer on a killing spree. We've got Micah Monroe playing an FBI agent who has to essentially solve all these clues in time to stop the killing spree. It looks deranged, and it looks delightful and delicious, and the reviews coming out of the early screenings of this movie are wonderful. From director Oz Perkins, who also directed The Black Coat's Daughter, a really underseen and underrated A24 horror flick. So if you're trying to get ready for Longlegs, maybe go check out The Black Coat's Daughter. But July 12th, Longlegs, we're back. Number 4, Sing Sing, releasing on July 12th. We are so back. That's 3 movies in a row. Movies are so back. This is the new A24 drama featuring Coleman Domingo in the lead role. Now, I have seen this movie. I saw this movie at South by Southwest. I don't want to say too much. It's essentially a movie about the power of art, the power of expression, and the power of personality and finding your identity. It is a delightful film. It'll wreck you, but it is wonderful, and it's still one of my favorite movies of the year. And I've seen a lot of movies this year, and I wouldn't be surprised come December if Sing Sing is still in my top 10 of 2024. So I can say, in good confidence, Sing Sing brings movies so back. This is a certified stamp of approval on this one, We've Never Been So Back. Number 5, Fly Me to the Moon, releasing on July 12th. Movies are so over. Movies are so done. I was feeling so good. We had talked about 3 coming back all in a row. Sing Sing. I was like, man, We've Never Been So Back. And then this movie. We had to talk about this movie that apparently features Scarlett Johansson as a marketing executive who is tasked with basically faking the moon landing as a failsafe for the space race and creating all of that. Somehow Channing Tatum is in this movie. Somehow Ray Romano is in this movie. Woody Harrelson is also apparently in this film. To me, it looks like just a slight notch above like an Unfrosted level of film. And I gotta tell you guys, Unfrosted, you are lucky that I did not have this YouTube channel when Unfrosted came out. I'm just gonna say that. You guys are lucky. That movie is abysmal. So to think that we may be getting something of a similar vein in a theatrical venue has me worried. And I don't like it, and I think we're done. I think we're done for. Have you even heard of Fly Me to the Moon? No, you haven't, because it's not going to be a good movie, and it is a true signifier that movies are so over. Number 6, Twisters, also coming out on July 12th. We have never been so back. We have never been so back. Movies have never been so strong. This is everything that I dream of in a summer blockbuster. It's got it all. It's got Glenn, hi, I'm a movie star, Powell. It's got Daisy Edgar Jones, Katie O'Brien, Kiernan Shipka, David Cornsweet, Anthony Ramos, Brandon Pereira, directed by Lee Isaac Chung and shot on film. It's so awesome. This is the definition of a summer blockbuster. Go see it with your friends on opening weekend. Go see it with your family the second weekend. And I have a feeling that Twisters is going to be the movie of the month, if not the movie of the summer. Number 7, another July 12th release. We've got Thelma and Movies Are So Back. This is a nice, small, quaint, delightful, just wonderful little original story. And I love that. It's got June Squibb being super cute and kind of fiendish as she goes on a cross-city adventure of mishaps in order to retrieve some money that a scammer took from her. It's just a great movie. Like, I don't know what else to say. Plain and simple, a very good, small, original story. Plus, it's got Parker Posey. Look, Parker Posey fan club right here. This movie came out of Sundance, and I was lucky enough to catch it at Sundance virtually, and I really recommend it. It is just a delightful film. Movies Are So Back. On the other hand, we have number 8. This movie is called The Good Half. It comes out on July 23rd, and boy, oh boy, movies are so over. This is not good. This is just not good. I ask again, have you seen any marketing for this movie? Have you even heard of this movie? I didn't think so. It's Nick Jonas starring in what frankly looks like a very uninspired, very cookie cutter movie about grief and the loss of a parent and a loved one. The trailer for this was a hard sit, so I'm not feeling good about the movie as a whole. And I don't have great faith in this one. Number 9, Dee Dee. This movie comes out on July 26th and is going head to head with the next movie here on the list, and I'm a little worried about that. So like, movies are back, but like maybe not in terms of how we're putting them in theaters. When we're putting them in theaters. Another movie that I was lucky enough to catch coming out of Sundance and still one of my favorite movies of the year, halfway through the year. Think mid-90s, a coming-of-age story about a young teenager growing into a new era of their life. Think about that, but then add a Taiwanese-American heritage to it and like better. And I love mid-90s, but like better. The movie is about 13-year-old Chris Wang in his very last month of his very last summer before he goes into high school, the summer of 2008. The thing I will say about this movie is that I've got a very close personal connection to it because the summer of 2008 was also my last summer. I was in the same shoes as the protagonist of this film. So the jokes that he has and plays with his friends, the posters that are on his wall, that was me. That was the same thing. This movie is awesome. It is delightful. It is hilarious and hysterical, and it will be a huge crowd pleaser. So we're so back, but also it is coming out the same weekend as the next movie, and that makes me really, really worried that it's going to get lost in the shuffle and buried and not get the recognition it deserves. Number 10, of course, Deadpool and Wolverine coming out on July 26th. Are movies so back? Are movies so over? Drum roll. Movies are so over, guys. Movies are so over. It's not for lack of interest. And quite frankly, it's not for lack of excitement. A little, but there is some excitement if I'm being honest with myself. Movies are so over with Deadpool and Wolverine because it reinstates and reinvigorates the conversation around how the box office, and predominantly the summer box office, has evolved to rely on the mass appeal and dollars of comic book movies. And even more than that, the third Deadpool movie in the Deadpool franchise, the reinvigoration of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, which is just coming back. Like that's the thing the MCU does now. And it's a movie based really strictly and solely around setting up a new future for the MCU. Movies are so over. That's so much pressure to put on a massive comic book blockbuster, one that will no doubt inundate us with cameos and Easter eggs and really, really insufferable things to watch in a Marvel movie. Yes, I have tickets for opening night. Yes, they're in IMAX. Yes, I'm a little bit excited for the movie. But movies are so over. This is not a good look for movie theaters. It's not a good look for July. It's not a good look for the box office. And I am already dreading talking about this movie and having the discourse around this film. So, Deadpool and Wolverine, not it. Movies are so over. So will movies be so back in July? There are 4 movies on this list that make me believe very adamantly that the answer is no. That we are not learning from our ways of failed pasts, and that we're still making bad movies and we're still relying on franchise films to carry us to a better tomorrow. So that's not good. But there are 6 movies on this list. 6 movies on this list that tell me otherwise, that tell me we're gearing up for something fun. We're gearing up for something special, and July could in fact be one of the best movie summers ever. We've got a healthy mix of franchise and original stories. Things are coming out theatrically, and that's always good. It's going to be a good July. Fingers crossed. Let's hope that I am right about July, and that July can in fact prove to be a month in which movies are so bad.